TVFP is about trying to nurture new talent, essentially. You know, students come on the course, they don't really know what area of film or television they want to get into. So really what we try and offer is a kind of wide breadth of experiences. As course leader, it's my role really to ensure that we do purchase the appropriate equipment to facilitate the course, to resource the course properly. The most recent acquisition has been the move to the C300, which is the Canon's Super 35mm cinema kit, and we've got that on the course, which has been heavily utilised now by our third years on their final graduate dramas and documentary work, which is a real, solid addition to our facilities here, because the level of work and the level of cinematography and camera work has become exceptional. The fight scene was an opportunity for the students to be on a real film set. We treated this as a professional film set. I'm directing today, but all the student team here are in key roles. So we've got gaffers and camera assistants and DEP, lighting. Everyone's doing a major role here. So even though it's a masterclass essentially in shooting a dramatic sequence, as far as everyone's concerned, this is a professional film set.
Camera rolling, speed, sound, speed, 4, take 2.
In terms of the fight scene, my role was First AD, which stands for First Assistant Director. It was my job to sort of provide assistance to the director in any sort of capacity, so in terms of pre-production stuff, it was mostly preparing call sheets, liaising with the actors and the crew, and sorting all that sort of side of things out. When we actually got into production, it was a different story. Obviously, it's more about leaving the director to do his creative stuff and just being there so that you can talk to the crew, keep them informed of what's going on. So the course prepared me for doing that role sort of within all the units and everything that's been leading up to it. Obviously we're in third year now, so we're starting to specialise with the different roles, and everyone's getting to know what they want to do. So personally, I'm sort of falling into a producer role, so this is quite a good stepping stone, just to get my head around how a set works and all that sort of thing. Obviously there's loads of work experience and sort of activities that we've taken part in, whether it's workshops and stuff here in the Rotunda, just to practice for these sort of roles. And I found that actually doing it in a real environment, as it were, with the fight scene, it was a really good insight, and it'll obviously help out quite a lot if and when I go on to real film sets.
Having a good night, are you? Is this your boyfriend? One not enough for you?
Sorry, do I know you?
Well, you're chatting my boyfriend up at the bar, so...
So today my role on the production is gaffer. Basically means I'm in charge of the whole lighting process, from running power to any number of lights bringing into the scene. With the lighting process you can create different moods, different atmospheres, you can be really stylistic with it, you can create a really natural sort of look. There's a huge spectrum of what you can create with lighting, and I would say that most of whatever you see on the screen is created through lighting.
So, do you know how much a polar bear weighs? It's enough to break the ice on the day.
In the fight scene today, I've been production designer, and basically when we arrived, it was supposed to be set in a bar, and it wasn't a bar at all to start with. It was all disused, there was nothing there. So we had to sort of source our own props, we got our own posters printed. It's quite an exciting role really, because we got to be a bit creative with what we were doing. And if you see the final product, you can see I think we did quite a good job in the end. It was a really good learning experience, and I think we're all quite pleased with how it went. It was great to work in a crew with all of the people of our course. But I think it was the first time really we got to experience all working together on a big production. So, and seeing the final product I think will be quite exciting.
11, take 2.
Action.
Can I get 4 rum and cokes, please?
4 rum and cokes. Anything else?
No, that's great, thanks.
All right. Babe, you sure you don't want me to get these in?
No,
I honestly
no,
don't mind.
No,
you don't mind.
It's fine, it's fine. You just go sit down.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You alright? Having a good night?
All of the lecturers here are obviously industry professionals. They've all come from a background where they actually know what they're talking about. They're not all just academics, which I found is brilliant. It it gives us an insight into what's actually going on in the industry, and it's all reflected back through them because they're still out working. If they get any opportunities come up, they provide that back to us if it's in their interest and our interest.
A major benefit of having a course team, which are industry practitioners, is that we can maintain and grow our network in terms of industry contacts. We bring that into the classroom, we have guest speakers, and that introduces much more work experience, placement, opportunities, and eventually jobs.
Can I get 4 rum and cokes, please? Ah, no, that's good.
Babe, you sure you don't want me to get these in?
No,
Honestly,
no,
don't
no,
mind.
no, no,
Don't
no.
mind.
It's fine, it's fine. You just go sit down.
Sure?
Hello, you right? So you having a good night? Right? Quiet one, I like that. So, you know how much a polar bear weighs? Right, it's enough to break the ice some days.
Yeah, thanks. There you go. Thanks.
Right, have a good night, darling.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
There you go, babe.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I just saw you at the bar with that girl. Are you actually kidding me?
Oh, God, you do this every time.
No.
I wasn't flirting with
You
some
do
girl.
this every time. Every time we go out, you flirt with a girl in front of me.
No, I don't.
What do you think
I
it's
can't
funny?
help it if some tart starts talking
What,
to
so
me,
it's
can
her
I?
fault?
That's not my
Right,
fault.
we're going after them for like. Leave me alone. Having a good night, are you? This is your boyfriend. One not enough of you.
Sorry, do I know you?
Well, you're chatting my boyfriend up at the bar, so.
I don't know who your boyfriend is.
Well, what should you do with my own eyes?
Well, you're obviously blind then, because I wouldn't even think about
You're a little tart, though, aren't you?
What do you call me?
Yeah.
Call me a tart.
Catch me! Get off me, you bitch!
Miss, out. Police want to talk to you.